Welcome to hanging with July and Wilt. Hey, we about to get a special podcast started off live at 5 on Monday, man. We about to pop it off. Hey, we got some special guests that's about to get up in here, man. We gonna get it popped off, man.
Whoa.
First up, man, we got Troll God, man. We got Troll God in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself for the people, bro.
Wow, the man that needs no introduction, Mr. RTFP, aka the Troll God, checking in, bro. How y'all boys doing out there, man?
Man,
My
good to
my
see you,
bad for
bro.
being gone, man. I had to lay low after my West bracket got busted up. I got beat the hell up in these playoffs, man. I don't
Man,
want to
it's
fight no
all
more.
good, bro. It's all good, bro.
I'm here though. I'm here though. We here to talk. Let's get it.
Hey, next we got my boy Ben, man. What's going on, Ben? Glad to have you back, bro.
Hey,
You froze,
I'm
Ben.
the only one. I'm the only one seeing all black on Benson.
I see his picture, but he froze. He froze up.
Gotta get by that good signal with these podcasts, bro. I learned the hard way.
Ben, just talk whenever you can, bro. I'm about to bring Coach in.
Or to these playoffs again, of course.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Next up, man, we got Coach. We got Coach, man. Coach gonna come with it. We already know Coach gonna come with it, man. What's up, Coach?
Well, it's going good, brother. I was just reading this masterpiece right here. I want everybody to check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Just reading
you
this
bro?
masterpiece, my brother. Great work right there, bro. Great
Appreciate
work.
that, bro. Appreciate that. Hey, number 2 coming out soon, man. We working on number 2 over here.
Man, just let me know. I'm still waiting for you to post that link so I can get me some legend gear, bro.
I got you, bro. I'm gonna send that thing to you, bro.
Hey, my brother, legends gotta wear legends. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Straight
You
up.
feel me?
Straight up.
No
Hey, I'm gonna send that thing
cap.
to you, bro. I'm gonna send it to you.
Do that.
But hey, the book straight.
Yeah. I like it.
Hey, next up we got my boy Vidi, man. Hey, me and Vidi went to school together at Tech, man. That's my dog, bro. What's good, bro?
What's up,
Whoa,
everybody?
A to the V, what's down? What's up, son?
What's good, man?
Hey, and last but not least, man, we got July, Kenny, whatever you want to call him.
Hey, we finna start a hashtag bring July back, bro. Because this Kenny Ward character is getting out of hand, bro.
Hey, that man camera on the ceiling, man.
Hey, once July officially come back, that post should get the most likes and comments of anything in sports on the Sports Debater timeline.
Man,
Bring July back, man.
Way up there, man.
What's up, man? Hey,
What's
man.
going on, kid?
What's up, fellas? Hey, nice to meet you. A to the V. What's up, my dog?
What's good, man?
Nice to meet you, fam. What's up, Coach?
What's good, my brother? That the porn angle camera?
Yo! Start nursing.
All right, fellas. Well, look, man, we gonna get started. I think we got a pretty full show, man. You know, we got games coming on tonight. We had some crazy games this weekend. We got some news that's been popping off over the weekend coming into this week. So I think, man, we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. I think the first thing that we dive into, and we'll start with Troll God. We're gonna recap the Bucks and the Nets game 4, and then kind of look ahead in this series and kind of tell what you think gonna happen, man.
Okay.
Oh, so far this series been going exactly like I think it would. Our home team is winning all the home games, so it's currently 2-2. And with Game 5 is either tonight or tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. I've been so busy working, I haven't been able to check. But that Kyrie injury, man, that kind of changes the turn for the tide for this whole playoff series. Now you operating without two of your big three tandem. So now you have to operate without a dribbling point guard and without two of your superstars. I'm not saying it can't get done because we've seen crazy things in these playoffs, but from here on out, it looks like the Nets battle is uphill depending on the severity of Kyrie's injury. Have we heard any new reports as to how long he's going to be out? Or
He's out
Just this
game
game
5.
for now.
Yeah, that's all I heard. I haven't heard anything. I don't know. Check in with just in time. Breaking news.
Facts.
if you don't hear from Justin, it's still fresh news.
That's
But
why
yeah,
Justin late night he at the hospital.
Yeah.
this series is pretty much going like I expected it to. It may go 7. It more than likely it will go, depending on Kyrie's return and his performance in the next 2 immediate games. I'm thinking it may go 7, but before we talk game 7, we got to concentrate on 5 and 6.
Fact. That's fact.
Makes sense.
Big facts.
What you got, V?
I mean, he pretty much was saying it, but I was, looking at the records. So far, they was 11-6 without Kyrie, so it ain't no big deal if you look at it statistically. But we talking about a playoff series. Can them boys make that adjustment for KD? Last game he shot pretty bad, and they was giving him, all the looks defensively. What kind of adjustments can they make? Can they get it to him on the post? He got to get down on the post mode, I think. But I don't know. They gonna push another game out of him though, so they ain't gonna just let him go 2 games back to back.
All right.
But it really, like you said, depend on if Kyrie come back healthy or not.
Hey, shout out to my boy Lloyd Gamer. He came on a stream today. I mean, he in the chat box. That's my homie from Twitch streaming games. Came give us show us some love.
Worldwide July, man. This man here. Coach, what you got, man? What you got, man? What's the outlook? What you
My guy, your homie said a very interesting thing. He said that they're 11-3 without Kyrie. I went and looked into
11-6.
11-6 without Kyrie. But when only 2 of their big 3 play, they're only 9-6 with a point differential of one.
See, that's what I was
of
looking for, but I
1.7.
couldn't find it.
Yeah, I found it. Man.
Thank you, Coach.
No, it's all good. Man, this is gonna be a real test to show what Kevin Durant is really made of. I'm expecting a 45 piece on tomorrow night. I'm expecting a 45.
He gonna have the Superman.
First of all, they got to start putting KD more in the high post. They got to let him start working out because, again, everybody, we got some very disrespectful guys in the sports debate talking about he can't do this, he can't do that. If you recall, when they first won that title in Golden State, Steve Kerr was mad because Kevin Durant was too unselfish, that he wasn't aggressive enough. So, again, if they space the floor and allow him to work in the high post where he can see the double coming to get the ball out of his hands and read it real quickly, they'll be all right. The second thing is, man, Drew Holiday woke up. You know what I'm saying? Chris Middleton actually started looking for his shot. So it was more than just the injuries that took a toll on Brooklyn. I still think that this could be a Brooklyn series. I think that we might see a Phantom of the Opera appearance from James Harden. I don't know about y'all, but when Kyrie got hurt, when Kyrie got hurt and they showed Steve Nash on the bench, I was really waiting to see if he was gonna pop his sweats off and had a jersey underneath and come back in the game like a movie moment. But they had the dramatic effect with it. I'm still rolling with Nets. I said the Nets in 7. I got that much faith in Kevin Durant. They don't have the pieces in Brooklyn are not bad. So as long as they put him in positions to succeed, as long as they slow the ball down, slow the game down. Last week we talked about the pick and roll with the Milwaukee Bucks. And we all said that, oh man, why do they have Giannis running the point? Well, Zach Lowe had a piece on ESPN today that Giannis has one of the worst efficiency when he's actually the roller on the high pick and roll. So defensively, they're going to have to switch it up to try to get the ball out of Giannis' hands a little earlier to try to make him a roller, a 3-point shooter. Because as you see, when he has the ball, he turns the corner. Blake did a pretty good job on him, but there's nobody that's going to stop Giannis when he's going down here. So they're going to have to make some defensive adjustments, but I'm going to still stick with my Nets in 7.
Ben, you back with us, man?
And man, frozen like D-Sap.
Ben sucks, man. He sucks, man. Kenny, man, you want to jump in there? Because I got a follow-up question.
Yeah, I'm just give a quick take right quick. To me, basically the Nets lucked out. Not with Kyrie being injured.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying
I'm
that.
about to say, man.
I'm saying they lucked out because they got 2 home games. Like if Milwaukee had the home court advantage, they'll be in real trouble. Because as we all know, watching sports, your role players show up at home. And I want to go back to, and I'm sorry I'm unprepared, but it was a couple of years back. But y'all remember when Pat Bev had injured Russell Westbrook in the first round, and KD, they was up 3-0. And Houston ended up winning 2 games. Like Houston put a scare in OKC, but KD ended up closing them out in 6. But now in this position, you got the series tied. You got the Nets having to win 2 out of 3. So basically, can those role players step up at home? Because that's all they got to do, like they've been doing. Just play well at home. And the Nets gonna end up winning in 7. I'm gonna stick with my prediction. Like I said at the beginning of the series, I'm gonna stay with the Nets in 7 as well.
Hey, do y'all think the Nets gonna have to make a concerted effort of getting Blake Griffin more into like a point forward type role, like he kind of did with Detroit, and kind of like he did with the Clippers at some points? Because this what I'm saying.
Happening.
KD, we already know is a very, very efficient scorer.
Yeah,
KD gonna get a bucket, but KD not necessarily known as a facilitator, right? So, do you think that's a role Blake Griffin can kind of jump in and kind of get the ball to Durant in his spots where he's comfortable, where he's not exerting too much energy trying to get to his spots and bring the ball up?
Them being point forward in Brooklyn, does that take away from Kyrie, KD, all them Harden with their hands on the ball?
Well, I'm saying right now, why Harden and Kyrie out?
Oh yeah, right now it's anything is an option right now. Depending on two of your big 3 gonna be out.
Yeah, if you asking Blake Griffin to facilitate,
And in which case, how y'all said, and in these type situations, next man up. And the next man up would be probably the point forward.
Sure. If that's what's gonna make him work, then Blake gonna have to do something. But besides Blake being point forward, he gonna have somebody else to pass it to, because Durant gonna need 45 and somebody else gonna need 20.
Who you think that somebody is? Landry Shamet, Jeff Green?
Harris gonna have to step up for sure, because he been bricking.
He been missing.
Joe Harris going to knock down more shots. And what's the other little guy named? Bruce Brown?
Brown, yeah, he can score, but one of them boys gonna have to have a 20 piece.
Gotta have a 20 piece. When I saw Jeff Green get up, I said it was a problem right there. When you resurrecting the corpse of Jeff Green,
right?
It's an issue. I don't think you don't need 20-point scores. I think if you control the pace and keep it a low scoring game, you'll be all right. If you can keep that game under 105 with KD going for 45, you're asking everybody to come up with 60 and you get your 120-point guy. Now you only got to get the other 13 guys to give you 40, you'll be all right. You have to, as Steve Nash, he has to break it down to a math equation. If we're going to hold them under 105, we got to see where we can get our points from, and you got to lean on KD. You're going to have to lean on.
But see, you said one important thing right there, keeping them under 100 or whatever. That means that they got to put that effort to defense.
To build a wall.
So I hope that's that adjustment they made.
They got to be like Trump and build a wall. They got to keep Giannis out the paint. Once he turns his corner and get them shoulders going down here, there's nothing you can do with him. Right. But again,
they got to keep Drew from going downhill.
Well, you got to pick your poison. I would rather let Drew go for 30 than let Giannis go for 40 and 14. That's just me. If you can keep Giannis out that paint and make him settle for jump shots, if he's gonna keep the ball in his hand instead of switching on everything, you just kind of back off Giannis, go under the screen, and give him that 24 foot jumper. Make him a jump shooter. If you can make Giannis a sole jump shooter, if he's shooting jumpers, he can't get into a rhythm. He's not getting to the free throw line, and you keeping the score where you want to keep the ball in his hands at all.
That's what that pace, like you were saying. What control the pace, that's gonna frustrate Giannis.
Right. What made Milwaukee a great 3-point shooting team in the regular season was the fact that Giannis was getting to the paint at will, collapsing the defense and kicking it out. So if you can neutralize Giannis getting in the paint, you forcing them into tough shots. You know what I'm saying? So That's really what they got to do. My biggest worry is who gonna facilitate the offense? Like who gonna get the ball to Durant in his spots, man?
But that's like you were saying, it's gonna have to be somebody like Blake, somebody, because Durant can't do it all.
See,
Like he gonna have to do it all, but he can't do it all.
Because like y'all said,
one thing I noticed about Giannis,
bad,
this is no knock to him. Giannis is avoiding that contact in the paint on purpose. He does not want to shoot free throws.
Yeah, you
His
said it. He do not be scared. He's scared of that line.
mentally, Giannis is the biggest obstacle for him driving to the paint. He's gonna stop himself from going because he doesn't want to go to the line and shoot those free throws. What he shoot like 7 for 17 now?
Yeah,
if not worse than that.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. It's pretty horrible.
Mentally, that'll stop your whole drive compression to the goal at all. Your whole offensive frame of mind from there is 10 feet on out.
Yeah.
Simply because you don't want to go to the lane and drive. He'll go if he has to.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not. But with him missing all those free throws, it's stopping him from going in as much as he should.
Right.
See, as far as for taking the ball out of Durant's hands, I see it completely different. If I'm Steve Nash, I'm running everything to Kevin Durant. I'm going to let him decide if he's going to take his matchup one-on-one, if he's going to
no doubt.
I'm going to run everything through Kevin Durant. I'm going to have somebody bring the ball up. Hey, you get off at that elbow free throw line extended. Once you get the ball in your hand, you survey everything. I need Joe Harris in a corner. I need Brown in a corner, and I need him in triple threat position, surveying the defense. Wherever the double team comes from, that's where you go with the basketball. Right. I'm going to put the onus on Kevin Durant, and I just got to tell everybody else, hey, lock up. We need one game out of it because it's the best of 3 right now.
Right, exactly.
It's a race to 3 right now.
With 2 in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and losing the next one means you could possibly lose 2 out of the next 3 before you even get to the third.
Exactly my point. So that's why right now I'm talking to James Harden. I got him some strippers going to his room right now. You sure you all right? I got some wings coming in. What you trying to do, big brother? I just need you to.
Man, don't do the strippers, man. I'll tell you that from experience in Houston. Don't give them the strippers too early.
I just needed to feel. You just need
remember going to play game 6.
I just need him to facilitate the game and knock down threes. But if it comes down to it, and you're gonna rest both of those guys for game 6 and game 7, because again, you can go down 3-2 and still win this series. It's possible. But if you're gonna sit James Harden and Kyrie Irving and put the onus on Kevin Durant, you got to build a full game plan around Kevin Durant. Because let me tell you something. PJ Tucker is not going to be able to touch Kevin Durant when we go to Brooklyn. Some of them fouls that he had all in his face. Yeah. Kevin Durant he's going to shoot at least 9 free throws next game. So you got to make him work. You got to make it count. So get the ball in Kevin Durant's hand.
I think they're going to address that early, man. I think the refs going to call that stuff early to it. They're going to have to adjust how they defend Durant because he's going to be going to the line early. He gonna get him in foul trouble, man.
My suggestion is PJ Tucker needs to start chewing gum now, because if his breath is too bad, they gonna hit him with a foul.
Hey, we got Ben. We got Ben back, man.
They can go down 3-2 and win 6 and 7, but it's gonna be uphill as hell if they lose game 5 and go into game 6 in Milwaukee.
That's facts.
Ben, let's hear from you, Ben.
You're right. It is not impossible to lose 5 and win 6 and 7, but with 6 being at home, if they lose 5. Going into Milwaukee for game 6, now 3-2, that's an uphill battle in itself.
Thanks.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for that.
You don't want Giannis to have one of them 40 and 15 games in, and then Middleton give you another 20-25.
Right.
So before we focus on game 6, game 5 is damn near literally a must win for these boys.
Oh yeah.
What you got, Ben?
Oh, Ben is here.
Hey, I made it. Yeah, sorry about the bad connection. So we're talking about Bucks Nets here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the Bucks here. I thought Pat Connaughton off the bench made a huge impact personally. I thought that was a really good
feedback.
Letting him get 22 minutes. He was plus 23, 2 threes, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks off the bench. A lot of good energy, a lot of smart play. I think Giannis is silencing the critics personally. I know he's not really his threes and his percent is trash, but plus 29, he's 34 and 12 with 3 and a block. Plus, he's got the defense. I mean, I don't know what else you want from him other than a little bit better 3-point shooting, obviously. But I mean, he hit one. He hits one more. That's 40%. That's above average. That's what you're looking for. I think Middleton's a star, personally. I heard a lot of people not give him his credit, but he's a good defender. He played plus 17 in that big game, 19, 4, and 8 with 2 steals and 2 blocks and 3 threes. What else could you ask for? And then Nets. After that Irving injury, that was tough. They were right in that game. It was 40-44, and ever since once Irving got hurt, it was plus 11 for the Bucks the rest of the game. They kind of took that over. I think personally they could have won even if Irving didn't get hurt, but that made it pretty obvious that they were going to win that game once that happened because they could just clamp down on Durant. Also, supporting cast, no one else in double digits. Mike James, is he going to step up? Where's your point guard? Where's the guy getting people open shots? Because that ain't Durant. That's not his game, really. He can make the shots, but he's not really a facilitator. Also, he's got to shoot better from the 3-point line. 1 for 8, 5 turnovers, and field goal percentage the last 2 games. That's got to be better if you want to be the guy, you know. And he is the guy, but they're going to win that. That's what I have to say.
That's good stuff right there. Ben came with the numbers.
Oh yeah,
Coach, I saw you looking, man. What you got, man? I saw you looking a little bit, man.
Man, you text me. From watching these playoffs, I'm gonna say you talking about what more you want from Giannis. I need a lot more from Giannis. Giannis is becoming that regular season guy. You talk about he needs a couple of more threes. You know, Giannis is shooting 13% from 3 in these playoffs. He's shooting 51% from the free throw line. He's actually shooting 38% from any shot outside of 12 feet. That lets me that Giannis he hasn't progressed. And I think Milwaukee is actually doing a disservice for him for keeping the ball in his hands as much. He's not that guy. He's not Luka. He's not LeBron. He's none of those guys. He's not the guy that needs to have the ball in his hands at all times. He could actually be probably one of the best slashes that we've ever seen in NBA history if they would actually let him be off the ball more. Now, don't get me wrong. Giannis is still that guy, but there's a lot more from Giannis that to be had. You say Kevin Durant is not a facilitator, but in the last 5-6 years, Kevin Durant has had over 5 assists per year. So when you got a guy that can give you 30 in his sleep and still giving you 5 assists, the same rep that Kobe got. Oh, Kobe doesn't pass the ball, but he averages over 5 assists for his career. You know, so again, it's not my main focus because I'm paid $100 million to put the ball in the hole, but I'm still a professional basketball player. I am an elite professional basketball player. So I know basketball. I see the guy that's cutting. I see the open guy. That's not my job. That doesn't mean that I can't do it.
Right.
Good stuff. Hey, look, we about to move on to the Suns and the Nuggets. Since the Suns made quick work of them boys, I'm pretty sure this will be a quick segment, but I want to get y'all take on that, man. I want to get y'all opinion on the Jokic call, man. If y'all think that was legitimate to throw the MVP out with that flavor too. We'll start with you, V.
I thought the call was bogus. I get him with the wind up. He hit him in the face. Yeah, it was, but it was. I felt like he had mostly ball. So to throw him out, flagrant 1, yeah. I justify that, but a 2 and then the MVP with it on the eliminating game, like they had no chance after that. That was all the momentum. Just
to be fair, I don't think they had a chance before that, but
they was looking like it, but that's what I'm saying. At that point, y'all just shot him in the foot right there.
Yeah, it was over with. It was over with, bro. Yeah, it should have been 2 in the ball, man. Jump in that troll, guy.
You know?
Yeah.
Suns are 4. And before we talking it, where are we rating Chris Paul now, bro? Because y'all got to get his man some type of flowers. If I remember right, the definition of a superstar was if he's not one of the top elite talents, he has to have made the players around him better on a consistent basis. Has he not done that at every team he has went to? Okay, OKC.
Yeah.
Turn them boys around from losing franchise, brought them to the playoffs. Phoenix. Y'all laughed him off. Okay, yeah, he just making another stop on his point guard career. These boys is in the conference finals. This man has made every team he has went to a better playoff contender than they was before he got there.
Mm.
Is that not superstar material?
Man's been a superstar to me. You know, they
Yeah, yeah,
knocked
yeah.
him off.
Thank
They
you.
knocked him off when he went to Clippers, like he said last night. You know, they counted me out. I've been, rocking with Sun since New Orleans.
I didn't. I didn't predict them going to go. I didn't predict them going past the Lakers. I don't think a lot of people did.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation right there. But
But yeah, how for real? How for real is this Phoenix Suns team? Are we saying that they have a shot at winning this conference finals against either Utah or who the hell or the Clippers?
Yes. Yes.
I think they do.
definitely got a
If
chance.
Utah beats the Clippers, I think Phoenix can beat Utah in 4. No
The
more than
crazy,
I don't know about both.
all right, I don't know about 4.
Okay,
But
y'all didn't even think you the same people that said they wouldn't get past the Lakers in 5. The
I
potential
don't know about Utah 4, bro.
if y'all saying they got a chance at beating these boys, then they got a chance of sweeping them as well.
There's always a chance, but the probability is low.
What's the probability of them being in this topic right now? What's the probability of them being in this conversation that we having right now?
Well, hold on. Let's look at the facts though. The Lakers were hurt, and it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
That's just the fact of the matter. LeBron was at about 75%. Anthony Davis was probably at 50%. So, but that's not an excuse. That happens in basketball. That happens.
You're absolutely right. And with them being hurt, the majority of us still pick them over Phoenix.
Well, again, we
Yeah,
didn't know
I mean,
but
you said
Anthony
it's
Davis was
facts.
still playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that Anthony Davis was going down with a groin injury because I'm a Laker fan, so I'm around with the Lakers regardless. But I didn't know he was going down. You look at the second round, the Joker, his second best player, is no longer playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Murray is not there. So, let's not act like they were beating full-fledged team. Again, not taking nothing away from you. Play who's lined up in front of you. But it is what it is.
And that's no knock to Denver because nobody expected them to get past Portland in the first round minus Jamal Murray. Hats off to them. Right. They had a hell of a run.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm going to start this off with the biggest apology ever. I was never the biggest Chris Paul fan. I respected his talents. But you have to say that this guy is a top 5 point guard of all time. You have to give him that love. I read a stat the other day that blew my mind. In Game 3, Chris Paul had over 15 points and 15 assists with 0 turnovers in 2021. The last time that happened was in 2008 when Chris Paul did it with the Clippers.
And before
the time before that was 2005 with Chris Paul. He's the all-time. If every player that's playing, he's the active assist leader right now. He's also the active steals leader in the NBA.
He's top 5 in all statistical categories.
He is
the only thing, like you said, holding him back is that jewelry. The man don't have no jewelry.
And I'm gonna say it like this: I'm one of those guys. I don't say that you need to have a ring to be the greatest of all time because I said John Stockton is probably the 4th best point guard of all time behind Magic, Curry, and Z. Well, I used to have that tie the fifth spot between Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and CP3. CP3 has shown this year that he is a top 5 point guard. He stands alone. He's 36. On that Mount Rushmore of point guard. He's that guy. So we got to stop making excuses. You may not like his demeanor. I tell people he got that Kobe attitude. Either you're going to get the shit right or you'll get the fuck from wrong. It is what it is. People don't like that, but it is what it is. We're professionals here. If you're not getting the job done, I'm going to ask you to move around. And
Big Baby was crying about that. Remember? I like Rondo, man. You can miss the shot 3 times. Rondo,
exactly. Remember that? Chris Paul going to tell you to get that shit right. Get the fuck home. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Quit missing your defensive rotations. Chris Paul is your floor general. He's the quintessential guy. And I don't know how people don't say he's a superstar. I watched the game last night, and it was 11 commercials came on between either him or Aaron Rodgers with Chris Paul. So he's exactly. He's a legitimate superstar, and we need to start putting some respect on that man's name.
And also, in response to that call, bro, that flagrant 2 was a bit harsh. Flagrant 1, right. Even in the midst of the moment, you're a professional. You're supposed to conduct yourself in a better manner. But at the same time, when is the refs gonna start grading these calls on the even keel between the guard and the big?
Right.
Bigs can get beat up all day and maybe get 2-3 fouls called against them, but the minute they tap foul somebody, it's a totally different. It's like y'all. It's like they has to get they play the people that they're not. What's the word? They're trying to differentiate the calls between guards and bigs on the floor, and it's not working. And you can't. At the end of the day, you can't blame some of these bigs for getting frustrated in the process.
Right.
Like you can see it in their face, they'll be cut up, scarred, beat up, whatever, and you ask them to play an even game of basketball at the same time. It gets mentally frustrating, but at times you have to conduct yourself in a better manner. That even though he did hit all ball, you could still see with the whole forward motion and the cockback and all, they was going to call a flagrant on that. He was a little bit with it.
No
I don't think it was worthy of a two though.
Would have got kicked out. LeBron wasn't getting kicked out. KD wasn't getting kicked out. Dame, none of them boys getting kicked out. I can guarantee you that. Them boys ain't getting kicked out, man.
I will say this: the only thing that I don't like about these playoffs, the officiating has been pretty shitty. I don't care what no one says. There's no way PJ Tucker was supposed to get away with some of the things he did with Kevin Durant.
Man.
That is a superstar. I don't care. That wouldn't have happened to LeBron. That wouldn't have happened to Kawhi. That wouldn't happen to any other legitimate superstar in the NBA. The calls had that's the only bad thing about the playoffs this season. The calls have been pretty wishy-washy.
Right.
But I'm on the same thing with you. That is not a flagrant two. I don't care if he wind up. That is the MVP of the league. Is a moment of frustration. He's trying to incite his team. He's trying to play hard defense. Some things you just kind of have to let roll. A flagrant one, that's fine, but a flagrant two, that's a bit much right there.
And to Troll Guy's point, that man was frustrated. He felt like he got fouled. Right. Man, we getting beat up, so that man wanted the edge. But Ben, what's up, Ben? Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so it's like he's not a serial offender. It's not like he does it all the time. I don't think the intent was there. It was like you said, it was more of a frustration. He got mostly ball, so that doesn't warrant a flagrant two. I don't care if it's the guy at the end of the bench. That's not a flagrant two to me, and especially not when it's your MVP. Other than that, yeah, the Nugs, they were probably going to lose anyways, let's be honest. But still, that's not a good look when you put a flagrant two on something like that. In the 80s and 90s, I know it's a different game, but that's just a regular foul in back then, and even maybe the 2000s. I can see why some players even today are calling it soft. I wouldn't have called it a flagrant two, but did it matter in the long run? Probably not.
Well, the only thing, I don't think it mattered in the long run either, but the only thing is it changed the narrative, right? We're not talking about the Suns swept the Nuggets. We're talking about like people leading into that. Like I've been watching the shows today. Everybody leading in with should Jokic have been kicked out of the game. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing, man. It's the narrative around the game. You know. But anyway, Justin, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Welcome, man. J Time Sports, man. Justin Time Sports. Mr. Breaking News.
He just flew in from Jersey.
How Kyrie doing, bro?
Exactly. He just flew in.
I was actually trying to get details on that just now. In person seriousness, I was scrolling through my phone while I was
still in the hospital?
No, he's as far as I know, he's not in the hospital.
No, I'm saying you ain't up there no more?
Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm back.
Okay. What's up, man? Your take on the series, bro? Suns, Nuggets, and Jokic flagrant two.
Well, the flagrant two is BS. That was like the worst flagrant two in the history of flagrant twos. He got, like I was saying, 95%. He smacked the ball. That's like one of those 2K files where he hit the ball and the player reacted anyway. That's what it felt like. He got mostly ball. Like Troll Guy was saying, the bigs get abused all series. As a Pelican fan, I speak of that personally. They get abused all the time, and you got guards like Trey Young shooting 10 free throws a game, like something not adding up. In regards to the series, to say Chris Paul didn't make the MVP finalist, that looked pretty bad because he absolutely controlled that series from start to finish. The Suns were just a better team. Denver lost their second best player, finally caught up to him. Porter Jr., love him as a player. He not ready. Jokic had a 30, 20, and 10 game and lost. I mean, there's only so much he could do. Phoenix is the better team. Jay Crowder find a way to make jump shots. I don't know, but Jay Crowder find a way to make jump shots. Whatever. And like I said, Chris Paul is on his absolute best point guard moment. I think he had something like 33 assists and 3 turnovers the whole series, something like that, or nearly 40 assists and 3 turnovers, some ridiculous amount of assist turnover ratio.
It's crazy.
It's insane. It's all props to Chris Paul, all props to the coaching staff. James Jones, the GM of the Suns, putting his roster together the way he's doing. And he just left playing 3-4 years ago. You know, he's rolling right now, so props to the Suns.
Man, look, I want one thing. I want y'all to go around the horn on one thing, man. And then we can move along. So I'm looking at the time. You know I'm a Hawks fan, so I can't miss the start of the game. But
here you go.
I wanted to touch on. Chill out. I wanted to touch on. I've been saying a lot of stuff in the group where people were saying like this series, Jokic got swept, and it proved that he should not have been the MVP. In my opinion, the playoffs ain't got nothing to do with it. Like that to me, that's a clown take. Like that's straight circus material. Like I've been seeing it all over the group, man. It's like he got swept. MVP don't get swept, bro. That's a regular season award. What y'all got to say on it, man?
We can start with whoever want to jump in first.
And listen, we talking about people that ain't never been employee of the month. So let's mix this up, man. That, like you said, that is a clown take. This guy led his team in points, rebounds, assists. The only thing he didn't lead his team in was with blocks. He served popcorn at halftime. When the starting point guard went out, they actually improved. He was parking cars at valet. He led his team. He did everything he needed to do. He was the MVP of this season. Everybody else missed a whole bunch of time, from LeBron to AD to Kawhi. Even Embiid missed time this year. Him and Steph Curry was the 2 most consistent guys that played at a high level. We need to start looking at suspending accounts for 10 days when people come up with these dumbass sports takes. How about you go to work every day and become employee of the month before you find out somebody's the MVP of the season? And that's my take.
Oh man.
Bro, we probably need to end it right there, so I ain't gonna.
I'm about to say I should have went before he did. I didn't want to go no more. He got it.
That's it right there.
Man,
I was just gonna say, so like he had the stats for it. He had, if you looked at the advanced stats, his real plus minus was off the charts. His win shares was off the charts. And they barely lost anything until you saw in the playoffs when Jamal Murray went down. If y'all remember how Jamal Murray was balling last playoffs, this guy's a huge factor. He is a future star in the NBA, if not already there. So when you lose that guy and you're still putting up those numbers, like I said, Embiid would have been there, but he missed quarter of the season, you know. And I had Jokic, Giannis, Curry, Lillard, and then those are my 5. So I think he's well deserved, and who cares what happens in the playoffs? It's a regular season award. It looks bad, but it's not like he got swept in the first round. He won that first round, so that's all I got to say about that.
This man had a game of 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists and lost. That's not on him. You had the person who he did that against win. Yeah, 20 rebounds. Oh yeah, that's the MVP. Like,
right.
I don't understand where the take comes from. I can see he had like 18 to the playoffs and lost. All right.
You know where this take come from? Somebody who did not watch the game, somebody who did not watch this man ball all season.
They probably got a red nose too.
Facts.
30, 20, and 10, and you lost? Like, what were you supposed to do? 40, 30, and 20? Like,
what you got, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm just catching back up. Y'all talking about Jokic?
Yeah.
Starting with the flagrant foul. I heard all y'all. I was watching, reading. All y'all said wasn't a flagrant 2. I agree. As in, I heard Kendrick Perkins say that his MVP swept the NBA MVP. Like, I'm not getting where that come from. Like, is he really looking at it as the series like Chris Paul swept Jokic? Because like y'all just saying, the numbers he put up, nobody on the Suns like compared to those numbers. So I don't get where he coming from. Where Chris Paul swept Jokic or Chris Paul should have been MVP, which is false. I disagree with that too. So as for Jokic, I mean, it was tough luck. I mean, with Jamal Murray being out, Michael Porter Jr. didn't take that step like he was supposed to take this series. Uh, I think they should. I think they should try to run it back with Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, and Jokic one season and see where they go from here. If they don't get further than what they did this year, you should probably get rid of. You're gonna have to get rid of Porter Murray for financial reasons, not because if they can't play for financial reasons. You're not gonna be able to keep both of them.
Aaron Gordon said too.
Yeah, I don't think you can keep Porter now because Porter's up on his deal. So
Well,
you
Porter
have
won't
to.
tie. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he a restricted free agent, a restricted free agent.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but
they have the right to
First
make.
rounder though,
Somebody's
right?
gonna give him 27. Somebody's gonna be
pay
stupid
bad.
and gonna give him 27. Yes,
The Pelicans.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't say it like an insult.
but
We
you
need
got
somebody to ball in the hole from past 3 feet. So
man, but the Pelicans got enough on their plate.
We
They got
need
to find a
shooters,
point
but we
guard.
don't need no mismix shooters.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got enough with Lonzo. I got enough of that.
So, are we going to address the fact that Aaron Gordon's sad? We're going to address it.
Yeah.
Or we just
Aaron
going to leave
Gordon?
that?
No,
We talking about Aaron Gordon or we
I
talking
said
about
that
Michael
5
Porter?
years ago. I said that 5 years ago. Aaron Gordon is the
Aaron
most
Gordon made me so
overrated guy in
No.
the NBA.
He says
Nobody said anything.
And he a bad actor.
trash.
And he a bad
We knew
actor.
he was trash when he robbed Orlando all that money.
Man, dude is hot garbage. He should be in Greece right now.
he
He
is.
need to be in Greece.
Aaron Gordon is
Underperform in the playoffs
upsettingly bad.
numbers
Like,
with more opportunity. That's a bust right there. I mean, he's
He
not
was
a
like
terrible
0 for 9. Wasn't he like 0 for 9?
I stopped watching that. I think he was like 0 for 7 when I stopped paying attention. I was like, man, this is
It just go to show you certain players, man. He can put up numbers on a bad team, but then when you go to a contender, you're doing nothing.
Hey, look, let me speak to that. When I was in Little League basketball, I dropped a 22 nugget in a 50-point loss. And I was telling and I thought I was that dude. I was like, man, Daddy, you saw I was killing him. I went for 20. My daddy looked at me. He said, son, you are a looter in a riot. Anybody can do it.
That boy said he dropped a dub in a 50-point loss.
I thought I was that dude.
hey man, we've all been there,
We
bro.
got to move along, man. That time getting close, cuz. Hey, look, we're gonna preview game 4 of the Hawks and the 76ers tonight. Kenny, start it off, man, because you know you in and out right now, bro.
Oh yeah, I picked Philly in 7 to begin the series. I'm gonna stay with it, so I got the Hawks winning tonight, winning in a close one. I think Trae Young gonna have one of them games tonight. I got him going for 35, 12, 4 rebounds. But yeah, I definitely got Atlanta winning tonight.
Yeah, I'm right there with
Which-
Kenny.
Mhm.
I think Herter's going to play better. He's going to shoot better. Last game, what did he have? 3 points, 1 assist in 23 minutes, 4 fouls. That's not the type of player he is. And their 3-point percentage is going to be better, I believe. It's a must. It's basically a must win for the Hawks. Plus, they just lost Danny Green, the 76.
You want to do your last ring, go bitch.
You said what?
Put your phone,
Yeah.
put it on mute.
Yeah, I don't want to see my dog B Will cry. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be very hurt if things don't go awry. But I'm with Ken. I think Trae Young has a big game. I think he's gonna start off very aggressive. He's gonna push the pace. What I don't understand is why that again. Embiid is hurt. You can see that he's just not right. He's been balling, but you can see he's very careful in everything that he does, from his face-up games to when that drop step spin to the goal is very nasty. But if you notice, he's actually looking when he does it. Usually he doesn't look when he does. I don't know why they're not attacking him more, especially when he gets switched on as point guard instead of trying to take that step back 3. I would attack him more. But I expect him to come out really aggressive, really pushing the pace. I actually got the Hawks winning this one in the close.
V.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I got them winning this one too because I don't think they could let 2 games fall down and have a chance at this series. I had the Hawks in 6. That was my pick. So in order for them to keep that alive, they definitely need that win tonight.
Salute. Salute, everybody.
Hey, that's my
good, bro?
boy SB from SB Sports Talk. He followed my page. I follow his page.
What's up?
Also you follow U3 too, huh? Sean on U3.
Yeah. That's my dog.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm at SB Talk Sports, man. I do the same thing that July and Wilk do. I know man's be a little more crazy. Y'all's a little more common than man, because once somebody say something, chat go up, everybody yelling and all that. But people do the same thing. So all you guys are welcome at any point in time to come to my live stream. Check it out. Like I said, SB Talk Sports. I'll put the link in the private chat at some point in time. If y'all guys want to give it a follow, so I love more people in. We need more energy, more knowledge. All I'm gonna say is make sure you come with that knowledge. I say real takes over fake debates, because if you come over there with bad takes, they gonna get on you. That's all I'm saying. Be ready.
Hey man, you gonna have to get anti over here on one debate show, man.
Hey, we gonna pull up, man. I'm bringing coach with me, man.
All right, go ahead.
Hey,
pull up over there.
I just let you know, real takes over fake debates, man. You gotta be ready. But I love the engine what y'all talking about. The Philly and Atlanta series. The crazy part about it is, though, I've been getting a lot of SHIT talk to me because before the playoffs started, I called Trae Young overrated.
Okay.
Here's why.
about to get spicy.
Here's why. It's not because of his talent. He has the talent to be a great player. But the problem was at the beginning of the year, he really was shooting his team out the game, and he was only passing the ball to get assists. I get you that people were injured. I understand that. But mainly the people that was injured was new people. So you still had the same recurring teammates, but you didn't make no difference. Once Nate McMillan took over the team, he started playing like he should. But the next problem is usually small point guards get exposed in the playoffs. So my mindset was like, if he played the same way, he's going to get exposed. But the problem that he ran into, well, for me, is that he really didn't have no guard, or no team hasn't really attacked him. Like even Meek Mill just told Ben Simmons, you're supposed to be abusing him. He's 6'1". You're supposed to be dominating him. But Trae Young is a great player. It's not off his talent. It's just how he plays. That's why I say he's a little overrated. People got mad, and I put a little more salt in the wound. I said, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I said a little bit just to ruffle feathers. I said, honestly, he a souped up DJ Augustine. And people went ballistic, and they went crazy. Like, you bitch. I ain't gonna lie, I said a little salt in the wound, but I meant what I said. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but he proved me wrong.
I'm gonna jump.
Y'all let Wilk take this one. I'm
gonna jump in there, then I'm gonna let everybody finish their take, because I gotta go watch the game at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of that was Lloyd Pierce, because if you notice the way the offense ran when Lloyd Pierce was there, this is the reason why John Collins was frustrated, because in the past John Collins used to be in that role man and the rim runner. Well, when Lloyd Pierce was still there, of course, you have no need for Capella if he's not your role man. So Capella became that guy. All Lloyd Pierce ran was ISO with Trae, or Capella set the screen and you dump it down to him. So that was the whole thing. When Nate McMillan took over, he started running actions for Bogdanovich. Off ball screens, down screens, pin downs for Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, Gallinari, and that forced Trae to get a ball up to some of those guys so they can either playmate, secondary playmate, or come off those screens and hit jumpers. I think Lloyd Pierce, I don't want to really say nothing bad about him, because I think he's a phenomenal player, developing coach. Yeah. If y'all remember, he was under Brett Brown and Finney during the process. So that's why I think Atlanta brought him in to develop these young guys. But he is horrible in game, terrible. It was bad, bro. Like we was like 29th in the NBA in fourth quarter efficiency, and then when McMillan took over, we went to number 2 in the league.
You a Hawks fan?
Say that again.
You a Hawks fan?
Yeah, I'm a Hawks fan.
Oh, that's tough. But go ahead.
That's cold right there. But nah, I don't think Trae's overrated. I think he's properly rated, because a lot of people don't really like Trae. A lot of people don't put Trae in their top 20. A lot of people don't put Trae in their top 10 point guards. I think he's rated appropriately. You know what I mean? Like he does what he does. I mean, we're looking at a player last year that came off 30 and 9. He bounced back with 25 and 9. You know what I mean? So I think he does what he can do, considering he's a small guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think he kind of asserted, like, and I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I think he kind of had a coming out party against the Knicks in the playoffs because we expected Tom Thibodeau to attack him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we also expected the Knicks to get physical with him. But it's hard to get physical with somebody like Trae Young because just like Embiid, when he feel the contact, he throwing the ball up. So get physical with him if you want. He gonna be at the line all night. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he could be better with his decision making, and I think that's what Nate's helping him out. But man, I think Trae's solid, man. Trae a budding star, man.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I said like out of that first round, it was like, yeah, I'm like, I was wrong. I took it as a man. I was wrong. I was on money. The reason why I said it, but you proved me wrong. I think somebody had to send him a message like, "Hey man, somebody on YouTube called you overrated on YouTube." You know, he responded to messages because I'm in this sports betting group, and people show a message they sent him like, "Hey Trey, we need you to get 30." He said, "I bet." He responded to messages.
Man, up, bro. Well, I'm gonna tell you one reason why I won't like. I don't know how it's gonna turn out with this series. Of course, I'm gonna pick the Hawks. I'm a Hawks fan. It's stupid. But I don't like Ben Simmons, and it ain't for nothing against him, his game, or anything. I don't like Ben Simmons because it was like 2 years ago. He was playing Call of Duty with Carl Anthony Towns, and Carl Anthony Towns like, man, I gotta get off. We got a game tomorrow. He said, "Who y'all play?" Carl Anthony Towns said, "Man, we play the Hawks." He said, "Oh, man, you good? Stay on." That drove me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that drove me. Like, I don't like that boy Slay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't like that boy, man. But look, hey, troll guy, what you got, bro?
I say Hawks in 6, and I'm sticking with it. I told you, I picked Atlanta was my dog horse in the playoffs. Atlanta was my dog horse from the start of the playoffs. You can go back and check the podcast. I picked them to at least make a run to the conference final. If that still happens and they making that and Brooklyn is still injured, be on the lookout. That starts with tonight. Like,
my man.
I'm anxious to go watch the game myself. That's why I'm trying to keep quiet, get my little dabble here and there, and let's go and get this podcast.
What you just say to him to convince him that? Because he said you a Hawks fan, so I know you don't.
You say to him to convince him.
Because I know that's all it is. You done said your case about the Hawks. He said, you know what, I believe you, right? So I know that's why he picked it.
They had a little thing in our sports debaters group today, man, where they were talking about Shannon Sharp paid off. So I had to give my dog some bread, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to get had to light that cash up for him, man.
No, man. I pick Atlanta to make an Eastern Conference Finals run at the beginning of the playoffs. I'm not running from that now. They only down 2-1. Y'all act like they're down 3-1. It's game 4. They have to win this one at home tonight.
Yeah.
But with them with Philly losing Danny Green and Embiid being injured, if Atlanta don't take advantage and jump on that tonight, it's gonna show.
Philly
if
losing.
Don't jump on it tonight. It's definitely gonna be up here next game 5. I still say Atlanta at 6, and I'm sticking with it.
Philly losing Danny Green probably bad for us.
It is.
What you got, Justin?
Danny Green helped Philly by not being there. Jesus Christ, he be hurting around. Lord, the Rams hate seeing him. Man, I feel like a bad person now. Am I the only one picking Philly tonight? Like by 12? I don't think it'll be close.
I'm with you. I got Philly too. You're the only person.
Okay, I don't want to be the only bad guy picking Philly. You know, the Hawks are a cute story, but and
he said a cute story.
Unless Capella get 20 pounds of muscle overnight, and Trae Young grows 6 inches, I don't know how you about to win this game, dog. Like, Ben Simmons make that boy look little. Like Ben switch, I feel bad for him. I be like, oh, poor little guy. Like, he's trying, but
that's how I feel when I see Ben Simmons to the 3.
Young, I think about that clip of Derrick Rose after LeBron switched on him in the playoffs after Rose winning MVP, and Rose was like, he's bigger than me, stronger than me, and just as fast as me. The hell I'm supposed to do? And then I see how Trae Young probably feeling. Like, 9 inches taller than me, stronger than me, and every time I move, he right in front of me. So I'm supposed to do. Like,
that's true.
Man, Capella just getting slung out the way like a little child. I feel so bad for him. Lord. And Big O getting put in the game just to take some fouls, I guess. I don't know why he on the floor. Like, and B see him and laugh. Like,
Embiid's just too big and too skilled, bro. Like, it's really like
He's just too good.
he's just too
Don't have
good.
to- he's
And when
just
Capella
too-
finally get frustrated and try and play physical, and B just spin off him and dunk. So then it's kind of like, all right, well, that didn't work either. Man, sorry, Wood, but you go home in 5, buddy.
oh man, you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pick the Hawks. What I'm gonna get up here and say? Like, what I'm supposed to say? You know what I'm saying?
You about to be a smooth spades hand, buddy. You're going home in 5.
Hey, man, all good, man. Young team will be back. But look, I'm telling you, if something happens, if the Galaxy and all this, if stuff align properly and the Hawks win this series, listen, y'all better tell me Nathan.
If the Hawks win this series, I'm putting you on mute. I'm talking to you.
Hey, Big Will. If my auntie had nuts, she'd be my uncle.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got another uncle, bro. Hey, you got that. Hey. Hey, Ben, you back, man? You good?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just gonna say, like, when is it gonna get to the point of the hack of Ben Simmons? Like, I know they kind of used that a little bit, but 35% free throw percentage in the playoffs, that's terrible. And I think Tobias Harris has played very well. Seth Curry, the other Curry, he's been playing great. I just have a
Even
feeling
in the
Nate
playoffs?
Maxson coming out with a great game plan tonight, and the Hawks are going to be hitting them threes and making their free throws, and they're going to pull one out just barely tonight. It'll be a close one, though. But
Man,
you
we're
guys,
the MLKs, man. We're the MLKs tonight, man.
That don't matter.
yeah.
That don't matter.
We're the
Come on.
MLKs tonight, man.
You can be in the
Yeah, I'm putting up a
MLKs,
prayer.
the Rosa Parks, the
Y'all
Montgomery
finna let MLK down right before Juneteenth. That's gonna be a disrespect to black coach. You finna let him down right before Juneteenth.
Y'all should have said him for after Juneteenth.
Yeah, y'all should have.
You can be in the Rosa Parks. You can be in the Montgomery Boys Boycotts. You can be in the Morehouse colleges. You're losing. I'm sorry.
Philly finna ring the bell on y'all, boy.
Hey, that
I'm
boy,
killing my house, man. Boy killing my house, man.
Don't feel bad. My team ain't in the playoffs. You see who my team is. My team ain't in the playoffs, so I ain't got too much to say. My team.
Hey, I was gonna ask because you and Justin saying the most right now. Y'all at home.
It's cool. It happened.
You're right.
LeBron, the second best player of all time at home too. It happens, man. It happens to the best of us.
Zion, I'm at the crib, man. The BI, man. I'm at the crib.
But the one thing y'all should be in the playoffs. Y'all signed like 6 people this offseason. Y'all should be in the playoffs. Y'all don't spend all the money. Y'all should.
And we still one of the youngest teams, man.
I was the coaches of Van Gundy. I was at a disadvantage from Jump Street.
Real quick, man,
you played without a coach.
We finna jump into this Clippers and Jazz series, man. Real quick, go around the horn. Who you got? Tell us a little bit, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that you've been seeing in this series. Let's go with Troll Guy, man. Like you trying to hurry and get to that game, cuz.
Oh no, I'm over here busting ass on this 2K. Oh, Clippers Jazz.
Does anyone
I think I'm gonna stick with the Jazz on this one. I think the Jazz to come out the West as a conference finals contender. But you know how Kawhi is when he goes down in the series. That remains to be seen. Do they play tonight or tomorrow night? I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the game.
It's tonight, huh?
It's tonight. It's tonight after the Hawks game.
And this is what, game 3 in LA?
Game
4 in LA.
2-1 Utah, right? Yeah. I'll pick the Clippers in this one, but I'm gonna pick Utah in 7. This looks like it's gonna be a good series.
Who you got, V?
For this one, I'm going with Clippers too. I think Kawhi gonna pull it out at home. The question is who gonna do it for 7? Because it's going 7. It's gonna come down to can they put a clamp on Mitchell for a couple more games.
Home court gonna tell it.
SB, what you got, bro?
For me, I got the Clippers should win this series. They got 2 superstars. Even though with the Jazz, they got 2 superstars. Don't play Paul George. I know everybody like the Paul George slander, but he has been playing good. For me, the problem with the Jazz, they depend on the three ball too much. And like they really only got one star, Donovan Mitchell. And like we done seen before that Kawhi or Paul George can at least win you a game. Like that happened with Game 6 with Dallas. Kawhi Leonard. I told everybody I need Scooby Doo to come out there because I know Michael Jordan when I seen him. And Kawhi Leonard put on a Michael Jordan type performance in that Game 6. So I got the Clippers winning in probably like 6 or 7. It's hard to tell because the Jazz team is a great team. Because if they hit the shots, they hard to beat, but they depend on the three ball too much for me. They ain't the Warriors now to be doing that.
Justin, what you got, bro?
I'm stuck on the Paul George superstar thing, but we'll talk about that later.
Me too. I was lost.
I was confused.
I mean, come on. Compared to in this situation, he is.
Hold on, did I hear Paul George superstar?
Okay,
yeah,
I was checking. Carry on, proceed.
Is there another league that he's
okay? A star? Okay, say he's a star. Is that it?
I give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Star. Okay, there you go. He's a star.
Star is a good word.
In regards to the series, the Clippers can never be successful in their lives. So I'm gonna go Utah. I'm gonna go Utah and if I go Utah in 7. I guess the Utah home crowd get them in 7. As far as the game tonight, I want to pick Utah so badly. I want to pick something's telling me to pick the Clippers. So I'm gonna go with the Clippers to send it back to Utah 2-2. And I got Utah pulling it out. Paul George bound to blow 2 games eventually. So let's just go with Utah in 7.
He said blow 2 games.
Yeah, if Utah wins tonight, it's over.
Yeah, Utah tonight it's
over.
5. Yeah, it's a wrap. They ain't come back to LA.
What you got, Ben?
Yeah, so I think Utah's going to win the series. I think they're one of the most well-rounded teams in the NBA. I would say the Suns maybe are. I always think of the, quote, whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And when you got a guy like Donovan Mitchell doing exactly what he needs to do, he's a superstar. Gobert's out there holding it down, and all these guys in threes. The good thing about that is 1 or 2 guys can be off, and you can still hit 23s in a game because they got guys all over the place. Clarkson's going to have to play better, but I do like how the Clips have stepped it up. Playoff P's no longer a joke. He's been playing better in the regular season.
He is. Now he is.
See, y'all didn't talk that playoff P, and why does he show up tonight?
Yeah, he could revert back to joke status pretty quickly. But I don't know. Batum, Reggie, Jackson, man. Beverly, Luke Kennard, are they going to step it up? Because Kawhi is doing his thing. He's been.
Man, Reggie gonna beat up.
I think maybe Clippers win tonight, but Jazz in the series probably in 6. That's my guess.
Well, I wish I can kick you off your own show for guaranteeing that Reggie Jackson is gonna show up. This man has been playing so far over his skis, it's not even funny.
Hey man, Reggie gonna beat up, man. What you got, Coach?
Yeah.
Man, first of all, we gotta stop throwing this damn superstar title around like that. Shit is just like that's just a normal moniker for people. Hey, Paul George is not a superstar. Donovan Mitchell is not there. He wasn't either.
I mean, Stephen A. still say he the greatest player to put on the Jazz uniform.
Stephen A. Smith the NBA.
That's not really saying a lot, though.
No, it's a joke. Obviously,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You kind of look like Stephen A. Smith just a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. But that's not superstars. But that's neither here nor there. I'm a Laker fan, so I wouldn't root for the Clippers if the bitches was playing out in my backyard tonight. So I'm gonna go with Utah. You talk about Paul George, man. There's 30 NBA teams, 5 starters, so that's 150 players. 42 people scored over 19 points a game in the NBA this year. So about a third of the league was between that 19 and 20 points. Just because you drop 20 points in a game doesn't make you a superstar. I give you a stat that I read today that was super crazy. Do you know how many times that Paul George and Kawhi scored over 28 points in the same game this season? 5.
I was gonna say it had to be less than 5.
I can believe that.
Paul George is. I said this last thing. Paul George, his game bothers me. When he was in Indiana, I always said, man, it's a little young Kobe right there. I don't think he's ever bounced back mentally from when he broke his leg in USC basketball. His game is completely nonchalant. He's not aggressive anymore. He turns it on for certain spurts, but that's why Kawhi has to play MJ. He knows he has to carry the load both offensively and defensively. I have no faith in those guys. I'm going Utah tonight. I'm going Utah in Game 5. I'm going Utah Game 6 and Utah Game 7. So that's my take.
That sounds like a little Lakers in there.
That definitely sounds like
that's
some
definitely
right
Lakers.
there.
Then they go ask.
Yeah,
Then
Jazz
there's a
6-1.
petition going around LA. Should the Clippers be able to hang up banners in the Staples Center? Of course, the basement, the bathroom, and the parking garage. Hang the bitches up.
Hey man, I got the Clippers winning tonight. My bad, coach. I ain't a Lakers fan though, but I got the Clippers winning tonight. I just think Kawhi too much, man. Like when Kawhi turned it on, he just too much. But I don't think Kawhi. I've been looking. Kawhi really don't. He can't turn it on all game like he did in that little run with Toronto. His body not gonna hold up, man. And that's the only thing that worried me with them, because if you trust in Paul George to carry the load, you ain't going far. You're not going far. And I don't know if Kawhi really can do that. So I think the longer a series goes on, the less likely it is for the Clippers to advance, in my opinion. Because Kawhi Leonard, man, I don't know, man. He just looked bad, man. It's like in the early part of the game, he kind of going through the motions just so he can save himself for like the later stages of the game.
Hey, LeBron does the same thing. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah. Agreed. But look, man, we're gonna transition to a little bit more, man. Since we got the games out the way, we can run through this. So I got a question. How does Kyrie's injury impact the Nets moving forward? Anybody can jump in.
I'm gonna go tremendous blow. When you're talking about James Harden played 30 seconds in this series, then you got Kyrie going down. That's 55 points that you're talking about missing from this Brooklyn team. Kyrie was in his bag the first two games.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, Kyrie is the best finisher I've ever seen at the rim. The tricks that is in his bag, he has the best handles probably in NBA history, and if he gets to the cup, you can count it for two. I'm a big Kyrie fan. He was a dookie, so I always roll with him. It is a big blow. It's gonna be on Durant's back, but again, the X-rays were negative. So there is a possibility he could be back for Game 6 and 7, but it's really we're gonna really see what KD is really about. I say KD the best player in the NBA right now. We're really gonna have to see what he's made of. But it's a tremendous blow to the Nets as far as championship aspirations with Kyrie going down.
Well, I would say, at least it's one thing that me and you agreed on so far today is that Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA right now. A lot of people been on my head, but yes, he is the best player in the NBA, and I feel like everybody's like, do you think KD can win one by himself? I said yes, he can. The problem that happened last game, Steve Nash, and I never seen Bud make adjustments better than the coach, because the problem with the Milwaukee Bucks always been Bud. Yes. He literally said, okay, we gonna make it hard. It's already been hard for KD to get shots. 90% of KD threes he been contested, but he been knocking them down. He been shooting over 50%. So now Bud said we're gonna make it hard for him to get the ball since we got a primary ball handler out the way. And Nash didn't make adjustment to get KD the ball easy. So, and it showed. Everybody blame KD. Oh, KD didn't show. I'm like, bro, they was double teaming and blitzing him. PJ Tucker was being extra physical with him, which you have to do with Kevin Durant, because if you don't, you're gonna get 40 dropped on him. So PJ Tucker, they played the right way. So Bud made the adjustment once Kyrie Irving went down and Nash didn't. So I expect Nash to have better play set up so Kevin Durant can get the ball easier, or unless James Harden is gonna come back, and which I doubt it. So I think KD can get you one by himself, though. He the best player in the league. He got to.
Hey, I got one quick thing. My bad, Justin. I ain't about to answer the question. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. KD might be the best player in the NBA because LeBron then lost a few steps. But I'm gonna be honest. A healthy Embiid might be the best player in the NBA. Embiid.
I disagree. I think Joker, because to me, when everybody had Embiid MVP, I had Joker. Joker been playing better than him all this year. Just Joker couldn't be ahead of him because early in the year the Nuggets were the 8th seed. But Joker been playing better than him.
If Embiid wouldn't have got hurt, Embiid would have got that MVP.
I disagree because Joker been playing. If you really go back and look, Joker was playing better than him the whole year. But you can't give him the MVP because the Nuggets were in the 8th seed. So Joel Embiid had it by default. But I believe Joker was playing better than him the whole year. To me.
In my opinion, I disagree because Embiid gonna bring it to you on the defensive side of the ball as well. But that's neither here nor there. We ain't even debate that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna debate that though. We gonna debate that on Young Pro all this so we gonna debate that.
You said defensively, Embiid. We're gonna chop it up on that one. Right.
Go ahead, Justin.
I mean, so I'm hearing what I've been told. Kevin Durant is the best player in the world, right? So you can give me a game. I mean, I disagree.
I mean, LeBron could give you games before too, so he's been the best player in a long time. So you can't fault him. You know, we just seen the second greatest player of all time.
And you know, and it's weird how all of a sudden I started hearing injury excuses for Kevin Durant. That was odd. I never heard that one before. Also, apparently PJ Tucker can play physical with a skinny guy and it works. Who knew? That's amazing. Like breaking news. Also, the first time head coach struggled to make adjustments. Who knew? Crazy.
Great
You know,
point.
like I don't. So now he's going against Giannis, who's realized you're trying to stop me with Blake Griffin. Really? You got Kevin Durant by himself because you traded your whole team for James Harden, who, by the way, was fat and out of shape and finally caught up. Kyrie Irving's always hurt in the playoffs. Ask LeBron. And at this point, you just got Kevin Durant and his back tattoo that's got to carry you through the playoffs. So I say I had Bucks in 6. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I felt like it wasn't going to work. So I'm going to stick with Bucks in 6. Kevin Durant has been fun. I see you on the couch and off of Cancun on 3. Yeah, this is a wrap, bud. Much love, peace, harmony, happiness. Find a brush and a comb and some grease, and tell me how the offseason goes.
It's gonna take more than a brush at this point, but go ahead, V.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough. He gonna have to have one of them 50-15 games, something stupid, and like I said, somebody gonna have to give him a 20. But it's gonna be a tough battle for him. If he the best, this is why he gotta prove it.
I think he give a 40 burger.
You think he even 40?
43 get it done.
He might need a 50. He might need a 50.
He need a 50 ball.
Man,
yeah, like how Tatum needed that 50 to beat him. Yeah, he probably gotta drop that 50 ball.
Tatum might needed a 60.
Because the way Steve Nash talking, we're not gonna see Harden.
No, that's what I'm saying. Harden, they thinking Harden, they could save Harden for next series. At this point, y'all need to be playing next game.
But I'm saying Harden, Wade Nash, they talk about Harden hamstring. He talking like Harden a ways away.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Kyrie probably got a high ankle sprain, so they did to Bron 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, but we talking about playoffs here.
Injury's part of the game, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Injury's part of the game, so you just got to step up. You can't even use that excuse.
I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying my Lakers been at home with their feet up in the air because of injuries. It is what it is, man. But like I said, I just got faith that Kevin Durant can get great players. Man, the Pelicans, you mean? The Canes?
Hey.
You called them the Pelicans.
We was on the same
players can get you one.
We was on the same wave here. We was on the same team.
Great players can get you one. And I think that KD can get you one.
Troll God, what's up?
Anybody that knows injuries, that actually look at the severity of the roll when Kyrie twisted his ankle, knows that's more than likely a high sprain. You got high, mid, and low ankle sprains. Highs are the worst. Highs will take out the majority of your pivotal movement on your foot. Now, if that's the case, you lose Kyrie. Not only do you lose Kyrie, you lose his IQ, you lose his speed, you lose his ball handling, you lose his decision making. You can't reproduce Kyrie in your secondary point guard. That's going to accommodate for a whole lot more. Now, do you take a 3/4 healthy Kyrie in Game 6 on the road? Nah, I don't know.
James.
That all depends on how bad he sprained his ankle. If it's a high sprain, I don't think they're coming out of this. I mean, you got other point guards, but they're not Kyrie. They won't make the same decisions. They won't handle the ball the same way. They won't run the offensive fluid. They're not Kyrie. If he comes back, the possibility of going 7, but if he misses Game 5 and 6, you're done for. As much as I hate to say it, because I picked Nets going to the finals in the East.
Say, while we talking about injuries though, ain't it funny that the one person who always injured is playing?
Ben, what you got, Ben?
Yeah, I think that's a death blow because Kyrie Irving, like you said, the handles are amazing, maybe the best in NBA history, and the finishing at the rim, you can't just duplicate that. You don't got a point guard now. I mean, Mike James, he wasn't even on a roster earlier this year, and now he's your point guard. So unless Landry Shamet comes out and puts up 30 points and Durant puts up 50, I don't even think they can win this game tonight. I mean, maybe Blake Griffin gets a time warp and goes 10 years back, but it's going to be hard for them. It might be curtains for the Nets, and I had them winning it all, but injuries can do you in. We saw that with the Lakers. So maybe they win tonight, but the series is over if Harden or Kyrie does not play one more game. It's over.
Hey, man. In regards to the Griffin point, if he goes back 10 years,
I agree on that.
15 with jump shots, he get 18 with dunks.
Yeah, and the problem too was the last game that they played, Kyrie Irving was the second highest scorer on the team, and he left in the second quarter. So somebody else got to put up a bucket, at least something. Because KD was passing the ball. If he honestly probably would have hit a triple double if everybody was actually making their shots. And this is the season where, honestly, there's been the most injuries we've seen. So this probably may be a test of like the season coming back so fast, and also a lot of players having a long layoff. So it's like one injury could change the playoff atmosphere. Like I literally told everybody, like I had the Nets making the finals, but it's like I truly don't know because one person get hurt and then change the whole dynamic of anything. Donovan Mitchell get hurt, the series over.
Right.
KD play by himself, get hurt, series over. Right. Now we got a whole different dynamic. Like the Lakers out the way. Like honestly, let's be real. If the Lakers was healthy, we seen how they played. They was partying on the Suns. They was celebrating, dancing on the court, blew them out the court. Right. So it's like this year is like really unpredictable, and I actually kind of like it because it's finally like okay, we really don't know. I hate to be that it had to be because of injuries instead of just to play, but I'll take it how it come.
Hold on. Steve Nash, no, I'm not available for the game. My back kind of tight. Sorry about that. You know,
he might as well go out there and play point guard. You need somebody out the ball.
Steve Nash might work hard.
I got one more hot topic, man. I got one more hot topic.
Me now.
I got one more hot topic. We're gonna go around the horn. I think this is gonna be a good one though, man. We're gonna end the show with give me your personal top 7 players under the age of 25.
I got my list.
Hey, Will.
Yeah,
hey,
right
that
now,
was
right now.
that was all time, or that was currently playing now?
That's right now.
No, currently.
I gotta get a list together. Y'all come to me in a minute.
All right, I'll go. I got Luka number 1. Luka Doncic.
Yes, sir.
Takes over the game. He's a great leader at 20. What is he? 22 years old.
22. Yes, sir.
I think he's the favorite for MVP next year because Embiid can't stay healthy. Number 2, I got Jason Tatum. He can give 50, 40, whatever you need. Plays defense, gets rebounds, could play 3 different positions. Number 3, I got Zion Williamson, who could be the best of the best. He's got the potential to be one of the greatest of all time, I think. And he played all NBA type ball this year in his second year. 4, I got Devin Booker. He's showing it in the playoffs. He can score at any time. He's one of the hottest shooters I've ever seen personally, and he'll give you buckets every day. Donovan Mitchell, number 5. He steps his game up in the playoffs, and he just seems like he's the leader on that Jazz team, and they're a real good team. Throwing 6, I would probably say Ben Simmons because he's a two-way player. He obviously has some room to grow on the offensive end, but obvious potential.
Who?
Ben Simmons. And then number 7, I would say Trae Young. I really like what I saw from Trae Young this year, his growth. I had him as a 4th team All-NBA if there was such a thing. And I agree with you. I think he's a top 10 point guard, maybe even a top 5 point guard right now. Those are my guys.
That was a good list.
That's a real good list.
I'm gonna drop my 7 real quick in no particular order. I got definitely Luka number 1, but the other 6 I got Zion, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Devin Booker, and Ben Simmons. Rounding out that top 10 would be probably Ja Morant, Adebayo, and Melo. But yeah, that's my top 7: Luka, Zion, Mitchell, Tatum, Young, Booker, and Simmons.
Okay, I guess I'll knock man now too. I here drop my link in the private chat if anybody want to sub. Luca 1 for sure. I got Tatum at 2. Probably go D Mitchell at 3. No, I'm gonna go Devin Booker at 3. D Mitchell at 4. Zion at 5. Jaylen Brown at 6. Because I don't know why y'all want to say Jaylen Brown. Y'all out of line for that one. And then I'm gonna go Ja Morant at 7.
I like that. Hey, I'm gonna get mine out the way. Oh, well, go ahead, coach. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, do your thing. No, I don't want to cut y'all, baby. Your show. I'm just here enjoying the
No, coach, man. Hey, come on, coach. Hey, go ahead, drop it, baby. You got it.
All right, bet. Of course, you gotta go Luca. I mean, like I said, I think I'm probably the biggest Luca fan in the group. There's nothing that he can't do. The guy basically averages a triple-double. And he goes up a level in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So got to go with him. Jason Tatum, number 2. We've had that debate in the sports group for a while. Who would you rather have, Luka or Tatum? So those are the 2 young gunners. 3, I had to go with Devin Booker. This guy been put with a legit point guard. He has taken his game to the next level, and he's a underrated passer playmaker, man. Nobody gives this guy the credit the way he sees the court. He's made some plays in this playoff series that you just have to say, like, yeah, he's starting to figure out the NBA game. Number 4, I have to go Spider Mitchell. The dude, he reminds me so much of D Wade. Is not funny.
Yes, indeed.
I went Zion, number 5. People saying he could be the greatest of all time. Need to go ahead on and pump them brakes just a little bit. Let's slow down a little bit, man. Let's slow it. But I like Zion, his intensity. He goes all out. Again, he a dookie, so I gotta show him love. Number 6, I went with Trigger Trey. Man, like I said last year, I said he was overrated. I'll go with USB. I said he was overrated because I thought he was trying to be a low budget Curry. I thought he wanted to be a Curry, but as Nate McMillan took over, you saw him actually breaking down the defense. You actually seen him getting his guys involved, and he has more Steve Nash in him than he has more Curry in him. So I think that he has a chance to be the best point guard in the league in a few years. Number 7, I had to split it down the middle because these are 2 of my favorite guys. I think Ja Morant is a star. He has a chance to be a superstar. I think he's gonna be that dude. And this guy, he finally made it. He said you said we went the best under 25. People forget Karl Anthony Towns is still only 25 years old.
Right.
And he is a grown fucking man. If he ever gets out of Minnesota, we can ever get him out of there. I think it'll be something special. I think that should be the trade. They should try to get D Mitchell down. Your boy from the Trailblazers, Dame. I think Dame and Cat would be the perfect pairing, but I roll with Karl Anthony Thomas and Ja Morant at that second spot.
Hey, coach, I'm glad you said Karl Anthony Towns because I had him 3.
Oh,
I actually got Jason. What? Go ahead.
I'm with you. If you actually watch Karl Anthony Thomas play basketball, you realize it is unfair with things that he could do on a basketball court, man.
I forgot he was under 25. I thought he was like 26 now. I definitely forgot, but he don't win.
I thought he was like 27-ish myself.
He just turned 25.
Just turned 25.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was gonna say the same thing. One thing that we kind of, and everybody does it. We all consider Booker like right there. If you don't consider Booker a superstar, you say Booker is on the verge. But yet we don't consider Karl Anthony Towns as being good because he's on a losing team. This is the first year Booker's on a winning team. So let's keep it consistent. So I'm with you right there. I got Towns on my list too. I got Luka number 1. I got Tatum number 2.
Hold on, not to cut you off on your points you just said. I think the reason why, because of what happened with Jimmy Butler, that when Jimmy Butler came and was a leader and made them a winner, and then when Jimmy Butler got out, they started losing. I think that hurted Cat a little bit because we know he got the talent, but he just can't win. I think that's what hurt Cat though.
But I don't think you can be a winning team in the NBA without having good guard play. Like you got he the big man. You need somebody that's gonna have to facilitate and get him the ball in his spots. But that's neither here nor there. But I got Luka, Tatum, Zion at 3. I actually got Mitchell over Booker. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do with that. I got Mitchell, Booker, Trey, and then I got Cat. But see, I wanted to put Bam on there too, though. They don't sleep on Bam. Like I like Bam, dog, but I can't put Bam over Cat though, bro. Like, stop.
Hey, and look, hey, Will, I'm gonna simplify it for you. The reason why people don't think Cat is a superstar because he plays in Minnesota. Nobody watches Minnesota unless you're from Minnesota or you're like me and you're a degenerate gambler and you always betting on shit. That's the only reason why you know that shit.
Boston got Cat was in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I bought his rookie cards, so I invested money into him. I believe in him.
Oh, I'm gonna go next, fellas. I actually got Tatum 1. I got Tatum 1. I just think him and Luka, I think they're the same player offensively. Tatum could create too, but in that system, like Antonio Brown said in the sports group, in that system, he's not made to do what Luka. He's not asked to do what Luka. But when he does need it, I think he does it. Plus, he's an exceptional defensive player. Y'all just seen everybody seen him and KD go at it in the playoffs. So I definitely got Tatum 1. I got Luka 2. I got Cat 3. I got Zion 4. I got Donovan Mitchell 5. I got Booker 6, and I got Trey 7.
Hey, I got a question for you. Everybody says Jason Tatum isn't asked to facilitate. Is Brad Stevens an idiot? If he thought that Jason Tatum could facilitate offense, you don't think he would let him facilitate the offense? You don't think he would go around the system for him to do his thing?
That's not
Brad Stevens' system.
No, I'm saying if you're a good coach and I see that you have a certain skill, I'm going to highlight that skill. If I know that you're in an uncanny, I'm going to tweak my system to highlight your best skill set. That's what good coaches do.
He better at scoring and playmaking, though.
I got to one-up you. So you saying he's not a good coach?
No, I'm saying that he doesn't he doesn't have that elite skill of facilitation and getting people involved.
Look,
Stevens overrated as a coach.
The Mavericks didn't have a Jaylen Brown. The Mavericks didn't have a Jaylen Brown. Like to me, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown basically the same. Well, not basically the same player. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum a little bit better, but the Mavericks didn't have a player like Jaylen Brown for Jason Tatum just to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason Tatum, he did not that.
And I think that's the scary part. If Luka would get a Jaylen Brown, he would probably average 12 assists.
I think that would take away from his game. I think that would take away from his numbers that you always brag about.
That would take away from his scoring, but that would up his assists.
The real question is Luka gonna pass the ball? Because he don't pass at all. he only passes when he get double team. Yeah, because he passed on a double team. This is what Luka do: ISO, go to the hole. They double him, he throws it out. But besides that, Rick Carlisle run the same ISO play. That's why they lose.
Listen, it won a championship. I mean, at the same system that Dirk won a championship in.
No, they weren't running that. It was way better ball movement. It was way better ball movement.
It's called it's called floppy. It's a 4-out ball motion backdoor screen offense. But that's that.
Explain to me this then. How do you got a guy with the ability and skill set of a Kristaps Porzingis? You make him sit in the corner 3 the whole game.
No. Kristaps Porzingis puts himself in the corner for the 3.
No, that's
why
cap.
He gets pulled out on rotations.
No, that's cap.
That's why he gets pulled out on rotations.
Rick Carlisle said out his mouth only, Porzingis is doing what we told him to do, and that's sit in the corner and wait to shoot the 3.
You honestly think that Kristaps Porzingis that shot 13% from 3 at one point in the Clippers series?
Okay.
They continuously want to get him at 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, I can't verify no address on my account.
I'm like, hold on, wait.
You're not gonna get me to.
Yeah,
You're not gonna get me to believe that Rick Carlisle knows that
Yes.
Kristaps Porzingis is shooting 13% from three and is going to continue to give him the three. Kristaps Porzingis is scared to get hurt again. That's why he's playing stretch four. If you notice, he doesn't even crash the boards anymore. Luka looks at him at 3-point and says, "You know what? Never mind." Luka played 2/3 of the season without a 20-point score and still averaged over 11 assists in that 2/3 of a season stretch.
Yeah.
He gets people involved. He just doesn't have another legit score. That's why I say Luka gets another legit score, he's probably going to average a triple double and win an MVP.
Can I give a good example on it?
I'll go ahead. I'm after you.
We see how Trae Young changed his game when he got better players surrounding him. I think it will be the same way with Luka.
But I feel like I blame Rick Carlisle play style. Y'all not blaming him. I'm trying to tell you. He literally said Porzingis is doing what we asked him to do. I told him to do that, sit in the corner. You got to play with the skill set that can play in and out. Of course, yes, he have been playing a little bit soft since he got hurt. But Porzingis has a skill set to hit post fade, the mid range jumper. You could do a dangerous high pick and roll with Luka and Porzingis that can mess the game up with a Tim Hardaway Jr. hitting the three on the side. But they wasn't utilizing that. They literally 90% of their offense was ISO with Luka, let him score. If he don't score, he pass out. Of course, after a while, you're going to get tired of seeing Luka score. You're going to start doubling. You're going to crash in. That's an easy kick out. The other Dallas Mavericks was hitting threes. Now, Porzingis was missing. Like, it easily came out and said Porzingis said he wasn't happy with his role with the team. What was his role? Sit in the corner. 80% of the time, he's sitting in the corner. Now, Luka Doncic just came out. Now, he's not happy with the team is going. So everything points to the coaching staff of how the team was ran. Because now Luka probably say, okay, what is we going to do different? Or, okay, if Luka might like how they play, who are you going to bring in? We want to keep Porzingis, but now he looking like Porzingis just came out and said he don't like playing with me. And if we don't get nobody else who's going to do different with this play style or who can hit a consistent three, Luka not happy. So something got to be going wrong on the inside.
Nah, I'm going to tell you like that. Mark Cuban just came out and said those reports about Luka is erroneous. Now, let me tell you what Rick Carlisle does. Coming from a coaching perspective, that's what I do. I'm a coach. Yeah. Sometimes you shield your players. Sometimes when your players are playing bad, you take that sword for that player and say, hey, he's doing exactly what I'm asking him to do. That's chill. I can almost guarantee you that Porzingis probably won't be in a Dallas Mavericks uniform next year. We talk about how Tim Hardaway Jr. was knocking down 3-pointers. Do you know there were 2 games where he shot 18% and 22% from three this season? So that's what I'm in the course of these playoffs. So it's not like they're surrounding Luka with the best talent. If you're Luka, again, this is a smart guy. This guy has been winning EuroLeague MVPs. He reads box scores. He looks at his play. He does his film study. If I'm coming down the court and I got a high pick and roll and I see Kristaps Porzingis in the corner shooting 13%, I see Tim Hardaway over there shooting 18%. I'm going to the goal myself and try to see if I can get double teamed so I can see if I can get him an open shot. That's the basketball IQ that he's showing. I'm just a big believer in the guy, man. Like I said, I think Rick Carlisle didn't have the best roster. He's doing the best he can with this roster, but I'm just a big believer in Luka, my brother.
I think some of that is Porzingis as well. I think we talked about it on the podcast previously with Anthony Davis, right? The Lakers look better with spacing when Anthony Davis plays the 5. Well, Porzingis, he can't play the 5 right now due to the injury issues and not being able to trust his body. I really believe that Porzingis was healthy and he can play the 5. That would open up a lot for the Mavs. You really can't do what you need to do with him, like you're saying, with the pick and roll and stuff like that. Well, that's hard to do when you got a center like Boban or Willie Cauley-Stein sitting in the paint. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get off of that. We're gonna move on. I'm telling you, I gotta go watch the game.
You ain't missing that. You ain't missing that.
Hold on, you mean this game right there?
Hey, Justin, man, give your 7, man.
All right, so I got Luka, Zion. I'm a Pelicans fan. Get off me. That man averaged 27 points on 61.5 shooting. Y'all can leave me alone. Tatum at 3, Cat at 4, Spider at 5. Your boy from the Suns at 6, and Trae at 7. But I mean, it's so much young talent in the league now.
Oh boy, the league in good hands. Who you got, V?
Pretty much same list: Luka, Mitchell, Tatum, Booker, Trae, Ja, Zion. I mean, I had Bam and Cat probably right behind them at 8 and 9.
We got to find a way to get Cat to Atlanta, man.
No, you good.
Cat looks so miserable, fam. You be
We
seeing
got
it.
You good.
we got a free cat out of Minnesota. Period. I don't care where he
Anywhere,
goes. We gotta get his ass
anywhere
out
but
of
Minnesota,
Minnesota.
dog.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. Anywhere except Orlando.
Yeah,
Right,
that's about the
right,
same.
right,
That's
right.
about the same.
He got good weather in Orlando. You know what I'm
You
saying?
right.
Hey,
You
I'm
right.
not gonna lie. He looked like a dude that would thrive in Portland. Put a package around CJ McCullough, send his ass out of there. Man, I think Cat would look nice in a Portland uniform. I ain't
I
gonna
think
lie.
he would look terrible.
We could give him CJ and Nurk. We'll give him CJ and Nurk.
I think he would look
Hey,
terrible.
y'all make sure to go subscribe to SB. Hey, y'all make sure to go subscribe to
SB,
SB.
man. And look, let us know, man. We'll come on up. Make sure you SB. Look, that boy Justin got a that's Mr. Breaking News, man. He got a Instagram, Twitter, everything, man. Like,
okay, what is it? Tell him put it in the private chat. I'll definitely follow.
Look, it's his name. It's his name on the screen at J-Time Sports.
J-Time Sports.
Yeah, he just left the hospital. He was up there with Kyrie. He gonna give an update later.
Adam Schefter ain't got shit on J-Time Sports.
Hey, his stuff be coming through on Twitter before Woj. I said, how this man get this information, son?
LeBron check with J-Time before he posts.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, man, you the Black Woj.
We about to close it out, man. Look, anything that y'all wanna say, y'all go ahead and say it. I'll go, man. Look, y'all go check out. I got a book. It really was published in 2019, though. Childlike Faith is on Amazon. You know, I'm a whole author out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a good book. Also, if y'all want to get, you know what I'm saying, some apparel, I started a brand for my son. He 2 months now. It's called The Legend Factory. The website is thelegendfactory.store. Got hoodies, t-shirts, hats, all type of stuff on there. Tights and leggings and all that for the women. But the idea behind that, man, is eventually when they start doing this to where the NCAA allow these players to start monetizing their own things, he'll have his own brand. So we ain't rocking Nike, we ain't rocking none of that. We rocking the Legend Factory. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna end it on the same note. Hey, go get my dog book. It's a phenomenal read, man. Go check him out. Hey, bro, support my guy. It is what it is. I need that link. I need to get that Legends because you know what I say. Legendary guys wear legendary things. So I need that.
Yes, sir.
My dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off real quick. It's a pleasure talking to y'all as always. Real quick, I won't be in the group very much this week because Astros got a 6-game stand at home this week, so I'm gonna be busy working. Also, if any of y'all gonna be in the town Saturday night at the Toyota Center for the Jamel Charlo fight, get with me. I'm gonna have my bicycle taxi company out there. I'll get y'all free ride from your car to the event. Bugatti Biker Boys, look us up. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be downtown all week. You know me, Mr. Motherfucking Place.
Yeah.
If it's about $1 bill, I'm out there. But yeah, I will be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go live in the group from right in front of the Toyota Center before the fight starts. I'm gonna be out there with my bicycle taxis. Inbox me this week if y'all plan on coming out here, bro. I will show y'all where to park and get y'all ride to and from the event. Ride in style, man. Ride with the guard. I'll let y'all.
Bet.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll go next. Owner, creative, Just in Time Sports. I do my own show every Friday. Comes out at 3 p.m. now due to my work schedule. Because at 3 p.m. now on Fridays, I'm always on my phone. Anytime I was looking away from the cameras because I was probably trying to find out some information. My bad. Yeah. At J-Time Sports, Twitter, IG. I'm on Twitter more than IG just because I don't feel like posting pictures that much. But yeah, always on Twitter. Definitely give me a follow. Turn on your post notifications. You will know before your friends know. I promise. But yeah, definitely give me a follow. Stuff like that. If any of y'all want to come on my shows, let me know. We can set up something. Definitely like a recording or something like that. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
I'm pulling up.
Coach, let's pull up, Coach. Let's pull up, man.
I'm pulling up.
We're good.
Let's do it.
Hey, bro, it's whatever, bro. We can definitely set something up.
Hey, I just want to say congrats to Wilk on fatherhood. That's a blessing. That's awesome, man. Also wanted to say something we should talk about next time. Boston, do the right thing. Hire Sam Cassell as the next coach. You know, that could help a lot about your the whole culture about them being racist in Boston and all that stuff. do the right thing. Hire Sam Cassell. He played for the Celtics. He learned from Doc Rivers, one of the best coaches for the Celtics ever.
Oh God, that's it. That's it.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, Doc Rivers.
Oh.
Well,
The most overrated coach of the last 20 years. You
No,
lost your
stop
argument
it,
right there.
stop it, coach. I gotta go watch the game, coach. We can't do this right now. We can't do this right now. Man, we can't do this right now. We can do it tomorrow, but we can't do this right now.
All right.
But yeah, don't know. Like I said, man, I'm SB Talk Sports. Y'all guys are welcome to come to my channel anytime. Come to get the debate on. Pretty much, I'm enjoying the playoffs, so be good. And then J-Town definitely gonna look you up, support you guys too. And oh yeah, congrats on fatherhood. I'm expecting my second child within like 2-3 weeks from now. I got another little girl on the way too, man.
Oh,
Well, my first one is 5.
Okay, my girl will be 5 on the 28th of July.
It's crazy because my daughter is 5, just turned 5 on the 28th. Oh no, the 21st of April. My birthday the 28th of April. We a week apart. That's crazy, man. We got our kids at the same time, man.
For real, bro.
Yeah, we gotta slow down, man. We don't nice. We gotta slow down, man.
Hey, that's it. That's it for me, cut.
You got one each?
Yeah, I got a boy and a girl. That's it. I'm not about to be out here like Kenny.
Oh look, man, I got 2 girls. Look, I hit the wrong cheat code, man. I did up, left, down, right. I hit the wrong cheat code. I got another girl, man. I hit the wrong code.
Hey, well, SB don't know my business, bro.
My bad.
Thanks for coming to this podcast. Brought to you by Male Birth Control.
I got 6.
You got 6.
I got 6. My oldest about to be a freshman in high school.
Damn, well, how old is you? You look younger than me.
33.
Oh, damn, I'm 28. Yeah, look, you probably closer. That means you've been getting it in since you can't pull out a driveway, my boy. God,
he been nasty. He just nasty.
He said, my first gonna be a freshman. He grown. She grown. I think you said your boy finna be a freshman, or you said
Nah, my little girl. My oldest a girl.
Oh yeah, she grown already, man. Look, you got an adult.
What you got, V?
Shoot, I got 3 of them.
Oh, man, I'm talking about your tape, cuz.
We talk about being a father, you know. I had to be like for a minute, but
do anybody here don't have kids? That's a question.
Right. No, I mean, next time, you know, I think we do need to get on that coaching team because I do think that's gonna be something big to talk about in Boston. But as far as that, nothing else. I ain't really got nothing going on. Got my clothing line in the works. I'll let y'all know once I get that out the ground. But you know, A to the V, everything. You know, I rap and everything. So if y'all want to look me up, A to the V, everything.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, what time you gonna hold this L, baby?
Go ahead and watch that L real quick. Go ahead and watch that L.
Hold this L, bro.
Trey Young finna get exposed. I can't wait till they get exposed. I told y'all he was overrated. That's the first video I'm making.
I gotta
He's too small. He just a DJ Augustine.
Y'all down bad. But don't let us win though. That's all I'm saying.
I come to the smoke.
If we win today and we win Wednesday, I'm coming on your podcast Friday, just
bet.
And I don't want you to talk. I need the first 45 minutes.
I got
you. He said we doing straight recap.
I need the first 45. We going play by play. We watching the game. We watching the game.
First play, Trey Young get dunked on. Yeah, that's gonna be the first play.
First play, Trey Young get banged on by Simmons. Come across the line.
Man, y'all down bad, man. Man, look, man, y'all enjoy yourselves. Go Hawks. You know, hey, get the book, man. Appreciate that.
You gotta put the links in.
I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. I'm gonna drop it in the group.
Great read. That is a great read. As fathers, we need to all of that have fathers, man. It's a great read, fellas. Real talk.
Bet.
Right. Salute, y'all. Salute.
Y'all be good.